Hello, dear students. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Today in this lecture, we're going to talk about lookup functions. And as we know, lookup functions has two types. The vertical lookup function, if we are searching for in the data table that is vertical, or the horizontal, the edge lookup function, if we are searching in the data table, which is horizontal. All this is going to be explained with examples as well, and I'm going to give you an assignment, and I'm going to give you some support files to read as well as PDF. إلى أعزائي الطلبة، أتمنى تكونون بصحة وسلامة. اليوم راح نتكلم بالمحاضرة عن اللوكاب فانكشنز وشلون راح نستخدم اللوكاب فانكشنز اذا كانت هي من نوع الفي لوكاب او من نوع الايدج لوكاب. طبعا الفي لوكاب يعني عموديه، واذا ايدج لوكاب راح تكون افقيه. كل هذا راح نتكلم عنه في امثله وواجبات راح نعطيكم اياها وفايلات مفيده لكم. بالنسبه للايدج، بالنسبه للفي لوكاب والداتا لوكاب فانكشنز. So now we're going to talk about the data lookup functions and understanding what they are. As we all know, the lecture will be in English, so I have to explain it in English, just like ordinary classes. So what is data lookup and how do we understand all that? Data lookup functions are used to retrieve data from a table. Take the data from the table or look up for data from a table. They generally require at least two pieces of information. We have two generally, most of the examples or exercises we have in Excel to use the VLOOKUP and EdgeLOOKUP functions, we need generally requires at least two pieces of information. What to look for and where to look for it. What to look for and where to look for this data. The what to look for part is often part of a table of information which can be referred to as a calculation area. I'm going to show you what the calculation area is, and the where to look for it is known as a data table. So we have calculation area and we have data table. All this will be explained in an example that I'm going to give you now. A table in which a list of rates, figures, text, or other items are held. This is about the data table. Let's go ahead and see what do we have an example for the edge lookup and VLOOKUP functions, and how do we solve these problems using this financial functions. Now I'm going to switch the camera off and I'm going to open the example for edge lookup and VLOOKUP. The calculation area and the data table. These are the data tables and this is the calculation area. And in this example, of course, I didn't put a question here. You're going to see in the assignment, because here I'm just going to give you an example. What do I want? Now I have a shop named A to Z. It's for laptops. Now, of course, in the shop I have a lot of brands like Dell, HP, Toshiba, Acer, Sony, and LG. Now, every laptop has different specifications. Like, the most important thing we search about is RAM and CPU. If they are good, they are not good, or they are a medium. So here I'm going to take one of the specifications, one of the components is the CPU, and I'm going to do my price according to the CPU. So I have a lot of types of CPU. I just mentioned a few of them: Core i3, Core i5, Core i7, Core 2 as well. Now this is the calculation area. I have gave you the brand and I want a list for the price. How much do I need to pay for all these items? Now I'm going to the shop and the manager there, he will tell me, the salesman, sorry, he will tell me, give me your list. So I'm going to give him the list, which is Dell, HP, all this, and the CPUs that I want. So he needs to do the price. And because the policy shop, the shop has a policy about discount, he's going to tell me that if the payment is from 0 to 100, you're going to have a 2% discount. If it's from 100 to 400, you're going to have 500, and 400 to above then 1000, you're going to go for above. I'm going to explain it again. Above from 100, you're going to get 2%. Above then 400, you're going to get 5%. And above then 1000, you're going to get 8% for as a discount. So what is the salesman going to do? He's going to calculate the price for the i3, core i3, and he's going to calculate the discount rate. He's going to calculate the discount value as well. How do he's going to calculate the discount value? He's going to multiply the price with the discount rate. I'm going to do the summation for the price, and I'm going to do it for the discount value as well. Then I'm going to go for the total cost. Now I think it's going to be very easy for the salesman to do it manually. He doesn't need to use the data table or Vlookup or Hlookup, because how many items do we have? I have one. How many items do we have? I think we don't have lots. It's only 7 items. It's going to be easy to do it manually, but if my list has 100 items, I'm not going to do it one by one. So here I'm going to use the facilities of Excel, and how we're going to do it: fast, quick, and accurate. Okay, so this is going to be, why do we use technology like Excel, any programs, computer? Because we're going to go for efficiency and effectiveness. Now, how do I calculate the price? Where can I find the price in the data table? Of course, because I'm going to search for a price, it must be not in the column number 1 or row number 1. It's going to be in column number 2 or column row number 2. So we're going to search for price in the second column or row. So where can I find the price in the second, or not the first column or row? It's in here. It's in here. That means for the price, I'm going to use the data table, which is vertical. Because it's vertical here, I'm going to use the Vlookup function. In the price, I'm going to use the Vlookup function. Now discount rates, the price depends on the CPU. So I'm going to show you how we're going to write do the formula. The discount rate, this is a brief explanation, because I'm going to show it to you one by one when we're going to solve it. The discount rate here, it's in the second row. That means it's horizontal. That means we're going to use the edge lookup. So here I'm going to use the VLOOKUP because this one, the price, is in the second column in this table. And here I'm going to do discount rate because I can see the discount rate here. Now it's very easy to use VLOOKUP and edge lookup, but we need to do something before we're going to use them both. Some instructions we need to follow for the data table to use the VLOOKUP and edge lookup in the calculation area. Now the first thing we need to do, it's better to sort the table, but I can show you as well how you can do it without sorting the table. So I'm going to show you one way and I'm going to show you another way, and it's up to you to choose. Both of them are right. If you calculate them, if you do the formula right using this one or using this one, you're going to take a full mark if it's all right. So don't be worried, choose whatever is easy for you. The first way, I'm gonna select the table without headers. I don't need headers when I select tables. Don't select headers. Don't select headers. Just select the data in this data table and go to sort. First thing, we need to sort. Sort A to Z. That's it. Our table is sorted. The second thing, what do we need to do? Give a name. Give a name. So I'm going to give a name here. I'm going to give a name for my table here. How do I give a name? Don't select header. Don't select header. Just select data. Right click and define name. Here you're going to write whatever you want. I'm going to write price and press OK. Oh, sorry, it has been done before. Let's go for cost. What are the odds? Okay. Let's go for money. Okay. Now this table is called money now. This table is called money, and I'm going to write it here. Okay. It's going to be money. Now, after sorting, after defining name, okay, as I said, there is no duplicated values here. You have to check it. When you do this table, copy, paste. If it's a text, copy, paste. Don't write here because the difference with letters is very important when you're going to do the VLOOKUP. Now, after I sorted, after I gave the name for the table, it's very easy here to use the VLOOKUP and Hlookup. As I said, where's the price? It's the second column. Where is the price? It's the second column. Now, the second column in this table, and this one depends on CPU. So here is the lookup value, and I'm going to search for the price. I need the price. Now, what do I need to do? Equal VLOOKUP. What is the lookup value? Because the price is in the second column, that means it depends on the first column. So the first column here is CPU. So what do I need to select? I'm not going to select the brand, no. I need to select the CPU. CPU. Select. Comma. What is the name of my table? The name of my table is money. This is money, if you can see it. Double click on it. And what number column is price? Now CPU is column number 1, price is column number 2. So because I'm searching for price, I need to click on number 2. Close the bracket and press enter. As I can see that this one is correct, just drag after that. It's very easy. And remember, this is very important for you. Price, that means what? It's gonna be it needs a currency, so you're gonna do it a dollar or whatever the currency is. This is how we're gonna do the VLOOKUP function. This is the first way. I told you need to sort, check if it's not duplicated values, and you need to give the table a name. We can do it without giving the table a name, but I don't want to explain it for you. I don't want to make it more complex. Let's leave it like this, easy. But sometimes maybe you'll forget to sort the table. You didn't sort the table. So what do we need to do to fix it? It's better to put another parameter in your function. So I'm going to go for Vlookup, same thing. I'm looking for the CPU, comma, what is the table's name? Money. Which column is? It's number 2, comma. Now, after pressing comma, this is the second way, true, approximate match, and this one is number 1, or 0, it's a false, exact match. If I'm searching for exact match, like i3 is 410 only, i7 is 1200 only, that means I need to do 0. Exact match. But if I'm searching for a range, like just I said, from 100 to 400 is 2%, from 400 to 1000 is 5%. This is a range, it's not an exact match, approximate, taqribi. That means I need to go for 1, and I'm going to show it to you in the edge lookup function. So I'm going to write 0 here, and press close the bracket. I can see it's the same thing. In this way, you don't need to sort. You don't need to sort the table. Now it's up to you. If you want to sort, if you don't want to sort. But for me, I prefer you to do this one because it's more accurate and it avoid more mistakes. So it's up to you what to use with the new parameter or without it. It's up to you. Now we're going to go for discount rate, sorry. Discount rate, I want to calculate it. Where can I see it? In the second column or second row? We have to check, not the first and not the first column and not the first row. Discount rates, it's not here. It's in this data table. So this one is horizontal. That means I need to use the edge lookup function. I cannot use the VLOOKUP. I need to use the edge lookup function. And we also need some instructions to follow to do it. There is no sort. You don't need to do sort. The most important thing, you need to give a name. Select. I can do it from here, define name, or I can go for formula and define name from here. It's up to you. But don't select the headers. Don't select the headers. Only select data. So I'm going to select data, right click. What I'm going to name this one is DR, discount rate. So I don't want to forget my table name, so I'm going to write DR right here. Equal edge lookup, what I'm searching for, the lookup value. Discount rate depends on price. So where is price? I'm not going to go for brand, not going to go for CPU because the first row is price. That means it depends on price. So click on this one, comma, what is the table name? DR, DR, sorry. DR. And where is discount rate? It's in the second row. That means I'm going to go for number 2. Close the bracket, press enter, and drag. Okay, this is how we're going to calculate the discount rate. Or you can do a new parameter, and because this is a range as we said, So I'm going to go for number 1, and it's going to be the same thing. It's up to you, whatever to use. Now I have completed this table column and this column. What is discount value? Now the discount value is in currency. It's not percentage, it's just like price. So how do I calculate the discount value? It's easy, equal to start our formula, as we all know, the price multiplied by the discount rate, and press enter. And because discount value is it's a fund or money, so you're gonna need a currency, and just to drag, this is the amount of each item about discount. Now, as I said, I need the sum for all this price, and I need the sum for the discount value to calculate the total cost. So how can I calculate the sum? I'm going to go to home. We have basic existing functions, sum, and select all these. Press enter, 4790. And here, same thing, go to auto sum, select all these, and press enter. We have here $303 discount. What is the total cost? The total cost is the amount that I need to pay for all these items. How do I calculate it after discount? Equal the price, the sum of the price, minus the sum of the discounts. Now I have to pay $4,487 for all these items. Remember again, I want to tell it to you again, because if you're going to write numbers only, it's going to be 0. It's very easy for me to check if you're writing a formula or not. Just one click and I can see if you did it with a formula or not. So try to focus. Don't write numbers just to tell me that you have done it. I don't like that. Whatever you need, I can help you. Don't try to cheat yourself that you are understanding. If you don't understand, I'm always here for you. This is all about the Vlookup and Lookup functions. I'm going to give you, as I said, an assignment for this subject, Vlookup and Lookup, and I'm also going to give you a support document. It's a PDF that contains a description and explanation about, also examples about the Vlookup and Lookup functions. See you next lecture. If you have any questions, you can contact me. Thanks very much.